Hello. My English notes are split into two different albums. One is white notes, provincial notes, and treasury notes, and the other are modern issues. So this one is the one with treasury notes and white notes. A few postal orders there and some war bonds. A share certificate. Love the writing on these old notes. That one is from 1861. So kind of amazing that these things survive in such nice condition. But I don't focus on stocks. Don't really focus on these provincial issues either, but I felt like I needed to add a few. Just as examples, there were lots of independent banks which all got consolidated over the years. Don't really like these because, I mean, it's nice that they're old, but they tend to be dirty. They have ink cancelling on them, writing on them. Often they're dog-eared and quite ugly. Some of them do have a bit of colour to them though. I prefer the ones with some colour on them. 1817, looks like 1807 maybe. They're either cancelled with ink cancelling, sometimes they're stamped, or they can be cut cancelled. I mean, that one, they put holes in it. Often on the backs they've got writing and stamps where they've been processed. So there is some interest in them, but they're a little bit niche. Then we come on to the old notes. That one's a note by May 1811, £1. Hayes maybe. Sorry, Hayes, not May. And it's quite an unclear signature, unfortunately, on that. These are quite rare and therefore expensive. Not the best condition in the world. I think that one came from Spinks. Henry Hayes. I tried to collect the different signatures and different denominations. They're also issued in different towns. This one's in London. £5 note. Harvey, that's London. Man, London. London's usually the common one. 1932, 1944. Catton's. Papier. There's three varieties here. Thick paper and thin paper as well. All London so far, I think. O'Brien. Two different ones. That one's a rarer cereal variety. And then we come to £10. London still. That one's a Liverpool 10 from Catton's. £100 papier. £20. I mean, people don't realise that we had £100 notes circulating, but I guess most people didn't see these in their lifetime. £100 was a lot of money in 1938. £50 note there. And they also have these little notches often. These are something to do with how the banks sorted the money. Different placement for different denominations, I think. Then we come to counterfeits. That one's a contemporary counterfeit of May. struck through like that. And the more common counterfeits are the ones produced by Germany in the war. Was Operation Bernard. They produced a lot of forgeries to undermine our currency. So these are types similar to the ones that I've just shown you, but counterfeited. Quite hard to spot the difference often. There's a few giveaways, things like the crest here, often there's giveaway, and the alignment of the watermark against the text can give it away, but I'm not really such an expert on that. These ones are certificated. They were produced in Auschwitz by the Jewish prisoners, and I've got £20 there, and I've got 2 10s which are consecutive serial numbers. And then we go to the treasury notes, which were issued to withdraw the gold sovereign from circulation in the First World War. These were produced by John Bradbury. So the oldest notes that we have, John Bradbury, treasury notes, £1 notes there, different varieties, and 10 shilling notes. They were then changed a little bit to this style. Again, John Bradbury. And then we have Dardanelle notes. These are quite rare, quite expensive, not the best condition, but even so, they're expensive in any condition, just because of the rarity. And they've got an I can't forget what the overprint actually says. Then these are the final kind of design of treasury note. Still John Bradbury. It's saying Great Britain and Ireland. Obviously everything was combined, and as a reward for fighting in the First World War, they gave the Republic of Ireland independence, and at that point the text on these notes changed from Great Britain and Ireland to Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And the next signatory on these are Warren Fisher, which are a bit more common than the Bradbury ones. And that's the treasury and white notes.